finally end the only way it could have, with me as the victor!
Yes. You will be able to spread your knowledge across the astral plane.
No, not astral knowledge, you simpleton. Psychic domination! And that still won't be possible until you destroy Desmond's jamming device!
No need to worry, Enlightened One. We shall reconstruct the mansion and remove the impurities disrupting your perfect guidance.
Yes, fine. Go destroy the house and its impurities. Just stop that jammer and I'll be free of you morons once and for all!
Yes. We shall be free of all limitations. Thank you, Master. We shall be the instrument of your mighty will. To dream!
You certainly make quite an entrance. It's a shame about what's-his-name, but frankly, he would have gotten himself killed eventually. I would have done it myself if I only had arms to throttle him. Now let's hope you're more useful than that one, yes? At the moment, they've been no use at all, but I have very few options. They can't even seem to remove a single ghoul from a house. More than you could possibly imagine with your squishy pink mind. But the only pressing matter at the moment is a device in his possession. He has a jammer that limits my projection range to this pathetic cave. Remove that and I can extend my reach so much further. Killing Desmond would be a nice plus, but I'm sure we can get around to that later. Desmond, that bag of bolts and bile will pay dearly for his trespasses. Were it not for his interference, I would still have a body. Still, its absence is only honed my brilliance, so perhaps I owe it my thanks. An appreciation I'll show in the form of a quick and messy death. Of course I did, but that moron thought it was one of his adult visions. The real goal was to destroy the ghoul's jamming device. Honestly, those fools aren't worth the meat they're made of. A minion that can't follow directions is no use at all. Yes, away with you!
I knew it. I knew that little bastard was behind all this. After all these years, he's stuck his head out, and this is my chance to cut it off. Figuratively speaking, of course. Him. I should have known. My old rival, so close to his family home. Only he would be so stupid. He was once a man, Professor Calvert. The Calverts owned half of Maryland, back when there was a Maryland to own. Members of the Calvert family were influential all over the world. They practically owned a deed to the US government. In their best days, there were no less than 3 Calvert family senators, 7 members of the House, and 2 governors. They even had a top candidate for president, until that scandal with the dog forced him to drop out of the race. I was particularly proud of that one. Calvert is my old rival. Centuries we've played this game. I knew he'd be stupid enough to hide so close to his family home. It's not a matter of hate. It's a matter of destiny. He is my enemy, and I do not suffer any bastard who opposes me to live. I knew he was here, and it is my intent to find him and call down a righteous fucking hammer on his head. Figurative, I mean. His head. Of course I fucking want you to do something else. You don't expect me to trot around this mud hole myself, do you? You're goddamn right I am. Now let's get on with the work, shall we? So, those half-wits are getting messages from the professor, right? So he's off somewhere broadcasting to them. But without those buggers to do things for him, he can't do much for himself. So, we cut off his ability to talk to them, and he'll need to try harder. Maybe then I can find this squishy little worm and finish him off for good. If I know Professor Calvert, and I do, he's using a high-frequency cognitive sign broadcast. I have the perfect device to jam up his little talk box. All you need to do is take it to the highest point on the shore and install it. Easy, right? Right. Attach it to the bottom car, then turn it on and spin the jammer to the top. No fucking problem. I'll watch from here and turn it on. Then we'll see where our little professor is. Now, go! It's me, little helper. Don't you have a job to do? Well, get on with it. We haven't got a lot of time, you know. At some point, Professor Calvert developed the ability to speak inside people's heads. Problem is, he's not so good at it. He's using something to boost his power and talk to those tribal simps. The fools think he's God or something. Once I jam up his signal, he won't be able to get them to do what he wants, and I'll be able to find where the little fuck is hiding. You saw it. He uses his device to talk to their soft-headed leader in those caves. They think he's a fucking god, and they do what he wants. The Blighters are too stupid to get it right most of the time, but seeing as how they figure to attack me here, Calvert is getting close. But if their god goes silent, then they won't be a problem anymore, now will they? Were you not paying attention? I need you to take that cogwave jammer over to the Ferris wheel by the docks. Attach it to one of the cars, then raise it as high as it will go. That's the only way we'll be able to shut off the professor's ability to talk to those simple bastards who work for him. Well, I'm glad I could be of fucking help to you. Well, go on, get.
Always good to see a stranger. Well, hello there. Welcome to Haley's Hardware. Well, we have hardware. No, not at all. I'm just not used to people all the way out here. My usual customers, well, I usually smell them before I see them. The swamp folk mostly. I guess they don't bother me none because I was born here. They mostly trade meat and fruit, never any cash or goods. Them mercs are good for some trade and real hardware. So if you need ammo or anything like that, I can help you out. Oh, you're thinking, no, it's not a family thing. I took the name of the store when I found this place a couple years ago. Truth is, I don't even remember much before that. I woke up here with a headache a couple of years ago with the shop already set up. People came in and started trading. I didn't complain. It just became a job. I found some of it. Some was here when I got here. I got some from the mercs. And every once in a while, that weirdo with the boat comes up here and trades a few good things. Sure thing. Are you here to buy something? There's not much to tell. What do you want to know? That's what I'm here for. Come back anytime. Them swamp folk types are always bringing me new stuff.
It is I, Professor Calvert. Don't bother looking around. I'm in your mind. But aren't you Desmond's faithful little employee? Coming to gum up my work, are we? Well, I have a better idea. How about instead of playing his game, you destroy that nasty little device? Deposit it in the nearby trash compactor and we will never have to worry about it again. I assure you that the gratitude of Professor Calvert is worth a great deal more than that of a washed-up old limey. You fool! What have you done? You will pay for this! Pay!
Thou...
No one betrays me! You understand? Oh! You will suffer this! You will... Both pay... Coming for you!
return to dust.
Look what...
It's gonna blow!
I knew I heard something. Ah! Oh!